Oh, good evening, everybody. This is it's January 10th, 2023. Happy New Year. Bonnie and I are trying to figure out exactly how all this is going to roll because my internet is interesting right now. So my name is Debbie Hardman. Welcome to our New Year's goals Young Living sharing class. I'm excited because there's so much to share, and I'm hoping that the recording takes it all in. But welcome, Bonnie, and feel free now to share your goals for your business.
Well, like I wrote to you in the chat when I couldn't understand a word you were saying, is I really want to learn to stop procrastinating. I need to just set my mind, I think, and just stop procrastinating and start working this business as a business rather than putting off things here and there and doing it when I want, especially in the winter time. I get to the point where I come home from work and I want to just sit and not do anything because it's cold outside. I can't get outside. So I wrap up in a blanket and I watch TV or I do nothing. So that's my goal. I honestly want to be silver by June, August at the latest.
Have you rolled out any like short-term things that have helped? Okay, nope.
No.
So we're starting from good old scratch. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get Cricket's goal setting video to play. And then after that, I'm gonna share some of the things that I've been doing the last couple weeks that has gained some positive traction for me. So
Okay,
I'm
good.
gonna give this a go and if this works. Okay. Oh, that's different. Okay, don't want that part. Okay. I was hoping to get that. How in the world? Okey-dokey. Oh, there we go. Oh, stop sharing. Okay, well, let's try that again. That was weird. Oh, I see. Because I had too many things up and going. Let me try and bring this up. Okay. I hope this works. Can you hear this?
I can hear you.
You can't see this.
All I see is it says it's your settings.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna give this a go again. Hey, it's all the new stuff that we could give this a shot on. Can you see this, Bonnie?
I can see, yeah, but there's nothing player, but it says New Year's goals. Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. This is interesting. How does she do this? That is weird because it was there right when I was closing it up. Well,
No,
thank you everybody for being a participant.
This is fun. See, you too can be a diamond.
I know, right? Okay. Wow. Think we might have it by Joe.
Yeah. I don't hear anything.
Oh, you don't hear it?
No.
Oh, okay. That's not good either. Well,
Okay.
sorry. because we're gonna have to tweak on this later. In a jest, Cricket was asking this person, and I didn't catch her name at the time, my apologies, how she did her goal setting, and it was wonderful because she did the full spectrum. If it sounded like the ULA, you remember the ULA guys with
Yeah.
the oils and the different like faith, friends, finances. So she's going through and figuring out all the different aspects to round out her wheel, it sounded like, and
Okay.
how she was going to use it with calendars and different things. And it just really brought an understanding to me that it's not just the business, it's how you put
Yep.
everything together, your family time, your friendship times, and growing those, and growing your fitness. And so when you're planning out your calendar of your goals, it was wonderful knowing that, okay, I'm blocking this out for my personal growth, Bible time. I'm blocking this out for family time. I'm blocking this out to spend some quality relationship time. And that's what I got out of it, going, okay, so you get up in the morning, you have your own little personal routine, or midday, whatever, but you take those times and you block all those out and you honor those times. Like, you don't say, oh shoot, I was supposed to go for a walk and it's nasty out. I've actually been walking when it's raining and when it's snowing heavily.
Yeah. Well, and I know that people have kind of pushed aside like family time and saying, this is the only time somebody can work with me in the business. And so they push out family time. And I think that's where people can get burned out because they're trying so hard to work a business that they don't have anything else left over for anybody else or themselves.
Right. And this is one of the things that I got thankful for and blessed over the new year as I processed this class and moving forward was, I'm thankful that Jeannie Fainboner took over our raw food potluck and I can zoom in to our once a month nutritional speaker from my own comfort of wherever I am. I'm
Right.
thankful that Cricket Lott took over and started doing mini classes, whether they're long or short, on Wednesday nights and connecting. Then I thought, because I don't want one person to have to pick up the baton all the time. So then I thought, you know what? It's time for me to pick up the sharing class, and saying sharing in the way of, and so that way we're not all ever, because I know that when you get started, there's a very big prompt to doing a lot of one-on-one classes.
Okay.
And I do know that is one thing that when Laura Peiffer started out, she was marking her calendar and making sure she could get 5 classes a week and
Right.
making sure they're booked. Well, the classes were in-person classes. I know most of the time she was running her vehicle to the ground. And I appreciate that with her because in person, smelling the oils. Some aren't able to do it. So the ones that can't do it need the comfort of their own home. Boom, you got Wednesday night cricket or the replay.
Right.
So then so that was where I got into, okay, let's work smarter, not harder, and let's not try to push our family or friends or fitness out of the way to do all this.
Right.
Were you thinking on your goals on how you can structure?
Well, I'm thinking I need to do more one-on-one because right now classes just are not something that people want to do. And I don't know if it's winter or maybe it's just my approach but I want to be, and actually what I'd like to do is start talking to I want to do more online social media things, because I think that's where people are, where it's short and sweet to the point, and you have more of an impact, I think, that way. So I want to get to the point where I'm not afraid to go online to do social media, because I don't like to be in front of a camera. Even the Zoom starts to bug me. It's like, and I think it's more me judging me. So,
Two different things. Lindsay Elmore had told me one day when I was face to face with her at an event, just do it. Just do a video, just get out there. Something that was interesting, God nudged me in a very loving way, because I don't know if I shared this in the past with you guys, but I had taken an Android to an iPhone and I accidentally merged all my Facebook people onto my iPhone, which means I had doubles of people, sometimes
oh,
triple. And I had it for a few years. 5 days before Christmas, I actually started sending out Merry Christmases to people. Either they went through or they didn't. And then I started Facebook messaging, and I'd actually gotten off of Facebook for a few years, only because I was wanting some alone God time. I got it, but now I'm stepping back into, okay, what do you need to do? Um, Something to think about for your social media, as I learned from my sister and my daughter, is doing commenting, liking, loving, whatever, consistently being on there, talking to people, and then when you post something, post personal things a lot. Once in a while, post something business, but personal.
right.
I've had quite the traction since I just recently started up again. And it's all been personal posts. Hiawatha Cromer, I posted her a picture of her and I, and how much I cared about her and stuff. I posted a picture about a friend of the family, close friend, that had their dog, they had passed, and we've been
Yes,
part of the
I
dog's
saw
life for
that.
10 years.
Yeah.
So those are traction things. And as I've been doing it every day, talking to people, and all of a sudden I reached out to somebody who I found out Quebec, Canada, and I talked with them on Zoom today. And
Yeah.
I'm starting to send out things that, hey, are you available right now? Let's either get on the Signal, get on the Facebook Messenger or the Zoom, and let's sit down. I got my cup of Java or tea or whatever. Let's sit and chat.
Yeah.
It's been helpful that way. And one of the other wonderful things I got thinking about way back when, I don't like always doing a repeated everyday oil class, but it was interesting because we've had a lot of the kit change quite a bit in and out randomly through the 10 years.
Yeah.
And one of the consistent things are there's 5 consistent oils they kept, and there are also 5 sample oils that they kept. And one of the things I got thinking about was, why don't I either somebody wants to learn about them or very interested, I can send them all 5 of the samples, $5 for all samples, send it to them, mail it, and then I can actually do a one-on-one class or what have you. That way they're able to get, especially if they're in another country.
Yeah.
That's really economical. I'm thinking, okay, $7, there you go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can charge a couple bucks and say, hey, I can educate you. I'm going to send you these oils, whatever you so choose. Also, there was another thought was I was going to literally put together the Shannon Hudson used to do with a booklet, the catalog, and walk through Young Living and the Seed to Seal. because of the purity of Young Living.
Okay.
I thought that is the best because so many people don't understand. We have a seed to seal. Other essential oil companies don't have a seed to seal.
Right.
And what the benefit is.
Right.
So I was planning on doing that along with the 5 simple oils that people start off with the core, record it, and then have it as a loop to send out to people.
Yeah, and that would be good. See, and that's another thing I want to be able to have things set up that if people ask me questions, I can send them a video, whether it's a video of you, a video of me, or of, you know, Terry Seacrest or whatever, Lindsay Elmore explaining things or whatever. I want to be able to put that in and send it off to them. So you're working hard, smarter, not harder, like you were saying.
Right.
And that's what I want to.
Yeah, I think, and that really hit heavily on my heart the last couple of days of what I wanted to get out of the Young Living Share class to share with so many people that I thought God just said, why don't you create the 5 core oils class, a mini one, and do it before the class. So if there's brand new people who've never heard of Young Living or need to be reintroduced or something, I could play that a half hour before the main share class. People can pop on or pop off. And it's helpful because many people get the variety classes, they don't get the core educational ones anymore.
Right.
And then I can have that link uploaded and available to share with others also.
Right.
So I'd be happy to sit down and actually go through all of the different wonderful qualities that lavender and peppermint and thieves and lemon dew and all that stuff. And have a core class that can be shared upon with other people. That's why I told Craig, I said, I love our HardmanEnterprises.com website because I want it to be the go-to site for people for raw food, for vitality oils with food, for business classes, for educational classes, for essential oil diffusers. I want them to all have a place so that they don't have to go to.
Right. Just one central location for everything. Right. See, and
Yeah.
that's what I'd like to have, but I want to be able to have more of a team where my team is working and bringing people in and they're asking questions and they want to know about things. And yeah, one woman that I was talking to who was in Young Living, she's no longer in Young Living, but she was saying you need to find a target audience where you have people who you can connect with. I mean, people who are interested in the same kind of thing like you are, like what I want to do with my dogs. She said you need, and I don't know if that's a target audience, people with dogs from shelters who, yeah, well, and she said you need to find your target audience is people who come to you asking questions about something. I don't have people ask me a question about my dogs. Most of the time they're asking me questions about oils.
Oh, wow. That's good though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they just
Right?
want to know a little bit and then they don't want to know anymore. People are scared of oils and I don't know why. It's not really a new thing. It's a scary thing. People are, and I think it's because there were some companies that were not on the up and up.
I hear that and I understand that. I'm and something to also share with you. And I really appreciate you sharing that because that is a core. Going on to different social media platforms, especially if you're more involved with just Facebook, type in animals and see if there's animal groups.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working with going into after I clean out my contacts and rebuild my place on Facebook because there's a lot of friends and family friends that I graduated with that I haven't connected with, or they got dropped from the algorithms or something, because I used to have close to 4,000 and I don't, but I had a lot of people I didn't know their names, where they came from.
Yeah,
So now I'm asking, okay, how do we know each other?
right,
Because I want to have a relationship. I don't want to just have you as a number on my page.
right.
And and then also finding networking groups that matches how you feel, like a group of your, if it's online or in person. Mine's going to be online. I know there are some, so that's I hope is helpful in that way to start off with.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I've been told too, is go and Google on Facebook, like animals or rescue dogs or something like that, to do that. So,
I know they gotta have groups like that.
oh yeah, I'm sure they do, but I'm just,
Do you, and I'm sure you have the oils for the animals, right?
yeah,
So when you are ready, Bonnie, and want to do like a simple educational video with oils for the animals, and if we can find a PDF or something that you can plug it into and talk through it, let's do a class so you can share that with the people in the group.
okay. Yeah, that'd be good. I'd like that. Because
Yeah,
that'll get
because
me out of my comfort zone, make me step out and do something that I'm not comfortable with. So
right,
get me more in tuned and used to doing something like that. Yeah,
right. Well, that, and I can tell that's your passion, because why would you not have that when you have animals that you would stay home for? I'm thinking, hello,
yeah. I could have had a V8.
and there's no reason why a chamber or a networking group online, if you so choose to find one, that is helpful to, if you aren't always wanting to go out, to find one that's online that you could connect with, because the more you connect with like-minded people that have that same understanding of animals, it's beautiful.
Right. Well, and it's going to grow not only my business, but I mean just relationships with people and networking with other people out there, not just with the oils, but with other things
Right.
going on.
I feel like mine's been a broad spectrum. Not everybody is into raw food with vitality oil, so I have a small niche.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I know Cricket and Highwap and all of them started that group, and they were all enjoying their essential oils. I'm just trying to now find other groups that I can be involved with that have that same desire, that have
Right.
never used essential oils in their foods.
But I think that it's becoming a growing trend where people are starting to do more, where they're starting to grow their own food now more and get more, they're getting out of the processed food and out of actually doing like a more vegetarian diet where it's more plant-based, where people are just because they're not healthy. I mean, you look at people and it's like, how did we get this way? Why is there so many
Right.
McDonald's on a street corner? Yeah,
Right? Yikes. Oh man, no kidding. So I my other thing is too, once I figure out, and then maybe I'll have to test this with Craig, the video sharing, because there are a lot of diamonds that talk about themselves and getting started in their business and stuff, that have like 10 to 20 minutes worth of share, that I would like to do a lot more of, and I have a lot of them.
oh
Um,
dear.
and instead of doing, yeah, instead of doing once a month, maybe every other week we can do that, because it might take a good 45 minutes. We can cover, so how's your goals going? What have you been working on? Okay, let's watch this. And what did you pick out that you would like to add to your goals?
Right. And that you implemented that week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See,
So
and that's what I need to do is not only watch the videos, is be able to implement things and get off my couch and start doing something. And that's
Yeah.
what I need. So I need to just have, and I keep telling Laura, you just need to kick me in the butt. I just need to get moving. And it's more like you were talking. I mean, having something weekly, I need an accountability or somebody to say to me, okay, you need to do this now. You told me you were going to do this. Why didn't you do it? Do it next week. Add it to
Right.
your list and not just put it aside. Just keep adding it.
Yeah. I enjoyed Laura, Cricket and Laura bringing in the abundant mindset group. But my thought is I know I like being able to use this if when more people come on, is to do accountability of, okay, Bonnie, you said you were going to reach out to 5 new dog owners. Have you done that? No, I got
Right.
3. Well, congratulations, you did at least 3. And then move
And
on
that's
from there. I'm going to create.
right. Somebody to praise you for, because I do that to myself, is cut myself down. I didn't hit 5. I didn't do anything. And you kind of, the negative talk. So, I mean,
Yes.
yes, have somebody that said, okay, you didn't get 5, but hey, you talked to 1 or you talked to 2 or 3 or whatever, you did something. And I think people need to hear, congratulations, you did something, rather
Correct.
than saying, I can't do it. Right.
Right.
And I think,
Right.
so yeah, it's sometimes overwhelming because working, I don't want to work all the time and I want to be able to do just this. But I know if I didn't work, I probably wouldn't be doing anything either. I'd probably be sitting on my butt eating bonbons and watching soap operas.
I have to tell you something, Bonnie, and I'm hoping my video is clear enough for this and anyone who rewatches this. I have a very wonderful, supportive husband that I've had in my life for going on 24 years. And for me to hit the rank of silver really fast in 2 years once we started, and then plunder only because of my personal motivation and other things hiccuping in the way, which I think it was the devil trying to, have a say. I started going, and then going through those same exact mindsets, like, I'm too tired, this is not right. And I looked at different people and I said, how did they get there? Well, because they worked it.
Right. And you hear
So
them say, if I can do it, you can do it. And it's just a matter of clicking that mind and making that decision. And that's what I need to do. I need to just make the decision and just do it. And I said that this morning when I got up, just do it. Why don't you just do it? And the Lord is saying, yes, do it. I put you there for a reason.
right.
I know.
One of my favorite friends from another network marketing company, she said, turn off or throw out that TV. It's not worth it because the time consumption is not worth it. Now, of course, we have tablets, we have computers, we have phones. And mine, I'm starting to generate the fact that for 3 stinking years, everybody was secluded to their homes. I could have been doing it. I could have been creating quite the thing.
Right.
Now I'm in and out of, okay, are you home at this time? Or do you have lunchtime off? What's going on? And I'm like, I'm now telling people, okay, what is your availability?
Yeah.
And I'm working with it. most of the time I can find another narrow window in the morning, midday, and evening, and just go, hey, what are those, one of those three plugs? And let's just do it. What are, what's something that really puts you into a different set that you need to switch over and change when you're wanting to do it, but then you do something else?
Well, I mean, it's always like in the morning as I'm getting ready for work, I think, okay, I could be doing this. I could be doing my Young Living business like you. I mean, I was off for 3 months from my other job when COVID hit. We were closed down, shut down. I worked as a dental assistant. We were shut down for 3 months. Why didn't I do anything then? I'm thinking, so but when I get home and it's dark when I go to work and it's dark when I come home from work. And it's like, I'm just not in the mood in the wintertime to do anything. And I just got to get up and do, and I've talked to people who have done all of their business on their phones. And I'm like, why don't I do that? It's just, I don't know. I just need to change my mind, make a decision.
Margie Alfaro, that's who it was, that when Cricket and I started, she was the third person. And one of the big things was she built her business fast, and she says, it's all about the phone. She says, I just call people. Most people, they don't get phone calls anymore. They get text messages or emails. I'm now starting to say, if you don't want to do a video chat, let's just do a phone call. And I'm okay with that. And oh my gosh, it's been awesome to be
Really?
able to just hear from people and find out how things are going with them, especially since all the crazy hit.
Well, and it's not that they call people on their phone, they're doing it all through social media. And I
True.
mean, I've heard from people who have built their business and they have, I don't know how many, team members, and most of them they have never met before. They have never met them. They have only talked to them on social media, and that's it. And it's like, I want to have more of a personal relationship with people. I want to be able to talk to them. Granted, I know there are going to be team members, like you said, in other countries that I'm not going to be able to meet, but maybe I could schedule a vacation sometime and see them. But, I want to be able to have more interaction with my team. And I know that as you grow in any business, you're not going to have one-on-one contact with everybody.
True. My best thing I could tell you is if you can get to a Zoom one-on-one chat, then you're golden, or a Facebook Messenger video chat. That's golden. To me,
Yeah.
it's almost like I'm sitting next to you and having a great coffee and going, or I should say tea, because I don't drink coffee. But it's one of those things where I can, and you're absolutely right, because the one-on-one in person, you can feel their energy and their passion.
Right.
And I don't want to take that away from anybody, because you're absolutely right. I think that's going to be one of those big things that when we all reunite and get together again, it's going to be awesome. Be able to love, hug each other, and just, yeah.
Right. So I just need to make
What,
a decision.
right. Would you like to do, since just the two of us, should we do this every week or every other week? So
Every other
far.
week, probably for me.
Okay. So what is something that in the next 2 weeks that you, Bonnie, want to accomplish for yourself?
Well, what I'd like to do is, like you had mentioned, is I want to see on Facebook what I can look up with animals, dogs and stuff, and rescue dogs, and see if there's groups that I can kind of connect with. Something like that. And even if there is a group that does, and I don't know it probably won't always be with Young Living, but do aromatherapy with animals and healing that way with oils and animals.
You do know there's a aromatherapy or books that people have created for animals.
Yeah, I do, but I want to
Okay.
find the group that I want to see once. But I know that Allie Phillips does, and she's with Young Living.
Oh,
She does aromatherapy with, and maybe I could talk to her and stuff too and see once. I honestly want to find a job, so to say, that I can, that is revolves around that I can kind of connect with and get more information and be able to handle with dogs and things like that.
that's beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. Oh my gosh, sweet. Well, when we go to do these and we since unfortunately we couldn't play Cricket's video, um find your group of your core people. Maybe if you find one or more, at least trying to get one would even be blessings, and
Right.
start communicating. Mine, I think it's going to be, once I finish up with the people that I want to connect with, because I'm starting to do videos daily, is finding the raw food groups of people that love making and creating their own food groups, and do it that way. See if that would be a better networking, instead of like a business network, international, or a chamber. Do
Right.
something that's very like you said, specific, as that just came to me. And then we can reconvene on the next video and stuff and see what we learned from the next person and implement the next task.
Yeah. Well, and then it's holding both of us accountable, which is good.
Right. And anyone who else joins, that we can start helping them be held accountable.
Right.
I'm gonna assume it'd probably be better just communicate on the next class, so we can re-up what we did goal wise for the last couple weeks and stuff, so we don't have to send messages back and forth, and we can just stick here. Would that
Okay.
be good for you?
Y-
Do you want
Yeah.
to do it the other way?
No, I think that would be good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I, I just wanted to find out the level playing field on what, and I'm not only going to find a goal, um, a group for vitality people, raw food, but I'm also going to see if there's a way to do different categories of the 5 main essential oil things, so we can actually do that separately on a different time and have something available to start handing out to people.
Yeah, that'd be good. I was going to ask you, now that you were saying that you send out like the samples of those 5 major oils or 5 common oils, do you have business cards that you send along with that, or cards that, do you have your own business cards? I need to make some because I ran out of my old ones.
Right. I'm not sure if it was Discover LSP that they were split, because the oil sample cards, and I really, really, really wish, see if I can find them. I'm going to put this on pause for a moment, see if I can look
Okay.
for it. The life science is gone, huh?
Life Science, I think they were done November.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so I went to, was a Home Depot? What was the printing place? Office Depot. I
Okay.
went to one of those printable places, and I actually went online and I looked for something very generic as a business card.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I created stickers, because that was one of the diamonds she talked about. If you put a sticker on that card, it kind of encourages them to call you, because if
Oh,
somebody else gets a coupon for $10 off, you have a $25 coupon off. And so I started handing those out, but it's funny because I've changed out my email multiple times.
don't put it down anymore then.
Well, it's one of those growth periods that I've had where all of a sudden I was like, when you start off with something, really process what type of content. Now, the good news is my phone number, my business number has never changed. It's a Google Voice. The 616-466-4416 has always been there because we did this a long time ago where we wanted our cell phone very private unless we wanted to give it to somebody. My email though now is dh@hardmans.com.
Oh, okay.
And I told Craig, I said, I want everything to go to one location because I used to have DeborahHardman.com and it was just olive oils. Well, Craig does diffuser pendants. We're doing many different things now.
Yeah,
I'm doing class online vitality raw food classes with my videos. I'm like, I gotta have a central place where everybody can go and know what they're gonna do.
right,
So long story short, that is, if you're sending out the oils to them, send out the card too.
right. But like, I have to make a card.
Right. Or I'm now that's so interesting that Discover LSP is so not there anymore because I was so reliant on. I wonder if there is a backup one now.
Not that I know of.
Guess
Yeah.
we'll have to figure that one out for next time.
Yeah. Yeah, if we find out something, let us know. So,
Right. Oh, I love it. Cracks me up. Thank you
Oh.
for being my beginning participant in this class, and I truly am looking forward to working with you and as people come on, working with everybody else. And I enjoy having a good conversation dialogue wise on brainstorming business ideas. I know the recordings will be a benefit, but I gotta get to figure those out.
yeah, how you can share those. Yeah. You shared it. I just couldn't hear the volume. There was no words.
I know. And I remember seeing, you know, I wonder if it was because I had my earbuds in.
I don't think you had your earplugs in the second time.
Okay, good.
I don't
I'll-
remember, but yeah, maybe.
I know Craig has no problem with giving me working on something like that, technical wise, and figuring it out. Because I didn't want to interrupt too much of your time since
No.
it is getting late in the evening. And so 2 weeks from now, this time, 6:45, we will talk about your group and also have something tangible for creating an everyday oil thing for animals.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
All right.
I'm doing a good wrap up for your goals.
Yeah, thank you. All right,
You're
thanks,
welcome
Deb.
for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Deborah. We'll see
Bye.
you in 2 weeks.
You're welcome. Have a blessed one. Yep.
You
See you in 2 weeks. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.